Welcome to Spiritual Awakening family. There hasn't been a day gone by since my separation of my twin and my discovery of twin flame lore 3 months after where I haven't thought that I was going crazy. I have had terrible heart-wrenching breakups in the past, but nothing like this, where I truly felt that part of me has died and I felt completely lost and confused. To this day, I have very little recollection of time in the 4 months that followed our breakup. All I remember that it was completely disorienting. These feelings were heavily triggered and ignited by the seemingly carefree attitude that my beloved was taking, as if this breakup meant nothing to her, and within 2 days she was out and about and having the time of her life. At first, I thought it was just me trying to convince myself that there was more than meets the eye, and she was obviously hurting in her own way, but just trying her best to hide it from me and herself. But time and time again she came out and said, "No, this is all one-sided as you do not occupy space in my thoughts anymore. I can't switch off from someone rather easily, so don't take it personally." How can I not though? How can I not feel utterly destroyed when someone who had 2 weeks earlier had looked deep into my eyes and told me that she was looking for me all her life? How can one go from that to I guess it just wasn't meant to be, sorry, in such a short amount of time? Maybe I was an idiot to buy into all of what she said, and she was just someone who in the moment felt like saying the things she said, and felt that she meant them, but that was just in the moment. It's funny how you can change someone's life and really screw with their head by being so careless and reckless with someone's heart, and I don't care what you tell me, but saying something and then taking it back shortly after is being reckless with someone else's heart. It's even funnier when that person who hurt you tries to pin the whole thing on you, saying that it was you who got attached too fast and that it is your choice to live in this pain, just like it was her choice to forget me and drop me that fast. So maybe that's all there is to it. No twin flame or anything, just my own ego trying to protect me from admitting that I got rejected by someone that I felt was the one. Maybe Matt Kahn was right, that I attracted such a relationship into my life because I felt like I needed to look for the one to find love, and the universe is trying to tell me that such love does not exist, but only ultimate love towards everyone, regardless of who your life partner should you choose to have one is, rings true. Maybe this whole twin flame thing is a new age fairytale concoction came about by young spiritualists with attachments to their desires. Maybe life really is about being completely detached and living passively, accepting whatever the universe gives you and being thankful for it. Maybe this whole thing is really truly about my attachment style, which in this case would be anxious, ambivalent attachment, a deep-rooted psychological issue that I have brought with me through childhood. On the surface, I could describe my entire experience as two people meeting one another and having an intense romantic attraction that took off super fast but was not real. The girl projected idealistic feelings towards her guy, but then didn't see that the guy fit the part she had hoped him to fill. She left him and was able to get over it rather fast because she never really felt anything towards the guy, just of an archetype which she then projected onto other people in her life which fulfilled her needs. On the other hand, the guy, having deep-rooted issues of abandonment, started to become obsessive and tried to find reasons for which he has been left behind. Stumbled upon a theory about twin flames made by a group of equally broken-hearted and troubled individuals, that tells him that this connection is actually a divine connection, that the reason why she ran from him was because she loved him too much and her feelings scared her, and that one day when the energies are balanced she will find her way back to him. He dives headfirst into this new spiritual realm, and his ego and subconscious trick him to validate his feelings by manifesting so-called metaphysical experiences to make him grow in his beliefs, and allowing him to delve deeper and deeper in both his studies and conviction. Now, years have passed, and the girl has completely forgotten the guy, save for some feelings of guilt cause she can see how much pain she caused him, and has now found someone she could relate to and establish a relationship with, and the guy is still waiting, working on himself, and praying that one day he will be back in his beloved's arms again. He doesn't realize that they have drifted completely apart energy-wise, and probably don't believe in the same things anymore, and whenever he expresses frustration over his predicament, his fellow twin flame friends which he has met over the years either try to reaffirm his feelings and say that she is finding her way back, and the more detachment-oriented ones tell him that his longing for her is not the purpose of twin flame energy, as it is to open the human soul up to the concept of love to all beings and not just to his twin flame partner. In the end, he keeps on waiting and hoping with a large amount of sadness and pain in his heart, wondering what on earth he did to deserve all of this, while she is spending her time and life with the so-called man of her dreams. Quite a bleak picture, isn't it? If one were to take logic and facts alone, the above paragraph would make perfect sense. I sometimes feel it is easier to just accept the above and move on, maybe find someone else who wouldn't run away and would get to love me for my own soul, and not just some projection of who she wants me to be. Hell, maybe she never actually got to know me for who I truly am, and therefore I shouldn't be too upset about it, as in the end she didn't reject me, but her idea of me. Maybe. But something inside me tells me different. There is a voice inside me that is telling me to believe, to hold the light, to open myself more, to love her more, to push through. She wants me to forget her, she wants me to erase her from my life, but I just can't do it. I have tried, Lord knows that I have tried, but it just isn't happening anymore. I see her face in everywhere I go, I seek her out even though I hope not to run into her, I think about her all the time, and my heart just hopes and wishes that there is more to life than what was mentioned above. I am holding out for a miracle, I simply choose to believe and continue to choose to believe. I don't know why I am doing this, or if I am doing this for the right reasons. Could it be my ego tricking me again to protect me from the thought that I was abandoned and rejected? Or is this truly a divine connection that has been sent to me throughout some spiritual plan? This type of questioning rings loud in my head every day, and sometimes it's like a battle with oneself. My head hurts. Both my heart and solar plexus chakras are on fire. With my solar plexus feels like it is being pulled and my heart chakra feels like it is expanding. At first, surfing the internet for answers used to calm me, but not anymore. The drug of reassurance doesn't help me anymore. It is time to stand up to my fear of being delusional or losing my sanity. It is time for me to acknowledge what scares me the most and accept that. Truth is, I don't know what she is feeling, how she felt before and what she is feeling now. I don't know whether we truly are twin flames or not. I mean, I believe I do, but I am not sure whether I am delusional or losing my sanity or not. I could go on believing in it, but I am afraid that the more I believe and hope, the more pressure I put on her, the more I drain her with my energy, and the less chance I am giving her to move on. So I don't know if what I am doing is the right thing to do. I don't know if my spirit guides are actually beings in other dimensions like I think they are, or just figments of my imagination created to feed into this protective delusionary bubble that I have built for myself. I don't know if magic is real, or just some other thing I choose to believe in to give credence in the whole spiritual and twin flame thing. I don't really know if she is my twin flame, false twin, soul mate, karmic mate, catalyst, or just someone I have met that ended up making me doubt my sanity and existence for being. I believe that she is my twin, or at least a strong soul connection, but I can't really know, and all of those people who say that they know should really change that word to believe, in my opinion. I don't know whether she is reading my thoughts, or if she has found her way to read this blog in search for answers, or if this is just me doing a whole big chunk of wishful thinking. I don't know whether we would reunite in the future, or even whether or not I will see or hear from her again. I don't know if I have lived past lives with her, or if I will meet her again in the spiritual world, and I don't know if I will recognize her soul. I don't know. Our first initial meeting seemed so orchestrated, my higher powers, and somewhat magical in a way, and I don't know whether she felt the same way or just felt like this was some random hookup. I don't know if anything I am saying or channeling is true, or just me trying too hard to believe in something that is just a bunch of bullshit. I don't even know if the universe is doing all of this just to open me up to all this questioning, and she is nothing but a teacher that has served her purpose, and that's that. That would be the cruelest thing ever if that was true. I don't know whether or not an afterlife exists, or whether God exists, or whether the angels exists, or whether reincarnation is real, or whether the universe has a cosmic master plan for all our poor souls, or whether this is all just happenstance. Truth is, I am very uncomfortable in not knowing, but that I have chosen to plunge into this world of the unknown. What I do know is that I love her. Take everything away, my hopes, dreams, and promises of reunion, but you cannot take that away from me. My love towards her is real. I know that the few months I spent with her, although it had its ups and downs, were amongst the happiest of my life. I know that I felt like I was at home. I know I felt that I wanted to spend the rest of my life and beyond with this soul. I know I wanted to get to know her deeper, inside and out, and even though she resisted, I awaited patiently because I knew I felt that I would have the rest of my life to discover her. I know that the happiest moments of my life was while she slept in my arms or on my shoulder, and I did nothing but just let her be, and I shut my eyes and thought to myself, okay, it's going to be all right. All the pain that I endured was worth it because it brought me to this moment, the most beautiful in my life. I know that the only time I truly felt I was in the presence of another human soul was when she was with me. I am not aware of anyone else around me when she is not around. I know that in the period of separation that followed, delusional or not, I experienced growth and strength like none other in my life, and that I am a completely evolved human soul now that appreciates others and am much more in touch with my own emotions and feelings. I know that I have come a long way in my journey of self-discovery, love, understanding, and mastery. I also know that I would give all that up for another chance to be with her, that I feel robbed of an opportunity to get to know her and have her get to know me, and that I want another chance to spend more time with her, especially with her beautiful head on my shoulder. I know that delusional or not, that I love her and want to be with her, and that my love for her is stronger than my desire to be with her, which is why her happiness means more to me than anything else, even if that means I would never be with her. My heart started to ache as I typed this, even if it turns out that we aren't twin flames. Someone asked me the other day what is more important to me, our reunion or her happiness. Well, I guess I answered that question. I am the badass, as Mad Khan puts it, that has walked away and is destroying himself in the process just for her to be able to find her own way and find true love and show the world the beauty of her shining smile, even if it is not with me. That much, I do know. I hope you like the video. Welcome to your channel, don't forget to check out the other uploads.